Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode of Fantastic Talks. I know it's been a while. I wanted to come on here to just update you and kind of take a journey back in time to see what my symptoms were. And if you remember, I did a video last year talking about what I do to cope with my symptoms. So I thought we'd revisit some of that video and then see where I'm at today and what my life is starting to kind of look like now that the treatment that I went to has been successful. So I experienced tremors in my hands. It was worse a year ago and 6 months ago. I was scared to set the table. I was scared to pick up things because I was afraid of dropping them. So my tremors, they're gone in both hands. I have the occasional slight, it'll just kind of go like that. But I'm talking like I can count on one hand the times that it happens within a week. Like, 2 times in 1 week, and I'm talking like within 2 seconds I stop it, because essentially my brain had been functioning like that for 2 years, thinking that shaking in my hand was normal. And so it sometimes still thinks that it's able to use that as a way to do whatever. But I am now able to, within a split second, rein it in. And it's not something that I wake up with like I used to. My legs. Once I know that my leg is turning sideways, or I feel like I'm limping, or I feel like all my muscles are contracting from my feet to my lower back, I stop right away. I do not continue to walk in this kind of locked, dystonic penguin type way. I also experience sometimes leg weakness where my knees will just kind of give out. I have not had any leg issues since treatment at all. So that is amazing. And outside, it's been snowing and all of that stuff over here. And usually when temperatures drop, I've been in temperatures now that are like minus 15 Celsius, minus 19 Celsius, those types of temperatures. And even warmer than that, I would usually be so stiff when I would get outside that automatically my brain would interpret the cold as a threat. But I'm able to walk normally. I'm able to not feel like I'm freezing to death outside. And that brings me to the weather. So what's happened with that? Well, they're virtually gone. There was a snowstorm, I think last week, and I didn't have any nerve pain. In terms of nerve pain in my head, I still get that occasionally. So PHN, post-herpetic neuralgia. At times I get that inside in my head or in my mouth. And I didn't have any migraines. So the nerve pain too, gone. It's weird. Like, I have to adjust to these things now that are normal and understand that this is the new reality that I am living with now, which is very interesting to have to do. When my face twitches happen, like my mouth will go like that or like this, or like I'll be talking totally sideways. They rarely happen. It only comes out if I've really done too much. Either I take a nap or I just go and I rest for half an hour, and I'm usually pretty good. It doesn't completely take over like it used to. So this is why I say I'm 95% better. I'm not 100, I'm 95, because there are these little things that do occur, but very, very minimally. I'm very happy with that percentage. If we go to energy level, what happened to my fatigue? Well, I am now getting more energy. I am able to take on more work. I am able to now think of actually being self-sustaining, which is something that I had always obviously hoped for throughout this journey. But being able to live on my own with a proper salary was not something that I had thought was possible. And now that my energy is increasing like every day, I'm now able to think along those lines and think about what I want my future to look like. I'm blessed. Medication. I am weaning off of one medication now. I'm off of all the others. I just got off of propranolol. Since being off of that medication just this week, I've noticed an increase in energy and stamina throughout the day, to the point where if I try to take a nap, if I'm tired, I'm not able to sleep, but I'm still able to rest. Therefore, resting is able to recharge me versus sleep, like, oh my gosh, I'm so exhausted, right? Then the big thing is my hearing. What's happened with that? I use these noise cancelling headphones when I go out. I'm getting used to kind of trying to live within my means, and eventually one day I hope that my nerves will not be aggravated and that I won't need these headphones on a regular basis. So I have not used noise cancelling headphones since the 22nd of October. They are in my closet right now, and that's just amazing. So I'm able to go to a mall. I was at the mall on Black Friday at night and in the food court, and I was able to handle that, thank God. And so I'm getting used to normal environments. It's still a process. I still have to integrate myself even more. I am able to, do that without really being afraid like I used to be. Car alarms don't freak me out anymore. So we can talk about the anxiety and the hypervigilance. Like, that's gone. Like, I don't know what else to say other than it. That especially is gone. I still sometimes have to work on when I'm in a stressful, in the moment situation, in terms of just controlling my anxiety to not get so flustered. But again, that's all a part of reintegrating as well. So anyways, I am just very proud of the treatment that I was able to have at Ottawa Performance Care. And again, I recommend it to any of you. I will leave the link in the description box below where you can find doctors like Dr. Isaiah Redfern that are able to treat you where you live or close to where you live. Now remember, I drove 2 hours to get treatment, and I stayed there for a week. So something like that may be possible for you. I'm just confident that this type of treatment can improve your symptoms. The percentage obviously will vary, but to me, like I've said in other previous videos, even 20% better than what you are now is something, and it's better than zero. So your fatigue, your brain fog that you may be experiencing, that can be relieved. You know, I'm not saying it's going to be 100%, but imagine if it's 50%. If you have 50% more energy than what you do right now, or 75% more energy, that would be awesome, right? I'm just excited. Like, I every day is a new test. Every day has something different in it. I hope this gives you an update on where I'm at, where I've been. I've just been trying to give this time to see if I would regress, which has not happened. Everything has stayed pretty much the same and actually improved in terms of energy. Like the fact that this week I noticed an improvement in the energy and stamina I could have throughout the day. The fact that I am not wanting to take a nap or needing to take a nap in the middle of the day for an extended amount of time to recharge, I think is just amazing. All right, so I will see you next week, and subscribe if you have not yet. If you felt this video was helpful, give it a like, and okay,